Welcome to Grim Dark Gains, a weekly podcast where we help you ascend from an Asturiani guardian into a Phoenix Lord. Today, we will be answering your questions that you submitted on our Discord. But before we dive into that, we will chat about our life, lifting, and hobby. Hello, Eli. How are you?
I'm good, Alex. How are you doing?
Very good. I got my ice cold dooski.
Yeah, wow, it's
Diet
Diet Mountain
dooski.
Dew.
That's
Pretty
right.
nice.
Yeah.
I, like in the last year, it was one of the first times I looked at the sugar content of a Mountain Dew, and I was like actually blown away.
Regular Mountain Dew.
So yeah, like I think
Yes.
it's probably the most sugar I've seen in any pop or soda, whatever, ever.
I think it's like 40, 42 or
It's
48
I'm pretty
grams
sure it's
or
more
something
than
like
that.
that.
Like
It's more than that?
a bottle of it is
Oh, in
like
a bottle for
yeah, it was a
sure.
bottle. It was like 50, somewhere between 50 and 70 grams. It's just
Yeah,
ludicrous.
that makes sense. It's crazy if you really think about it. Like you drink that. It's not even candy that you eat. You
Yeah.
literally drink
Yeah.
those calories. Like it could be gone in a minute.
It's like a whole bowl of like granulated white sugar. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It is
Sugar's
so
tasty.
weird. I don't know why it doesn't taste as sweet as it like is it just the other flavors or the carbonation?
Yeah, I don't know.
'Cause it doesn't taste as sweet as like that much
Yeah,
sugar
because
would in like coffee.
if I took that much sugar and put it in water, it would be like
Yeah.
unbelievably
But
sweet.
yeah, it would be like not palatable. It would be gross.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, don't drink regular sodas unless you are like a crazy, you know, hard gainer, maybe, right? But yeah, no,
or
most people
just
should
every
not be
once in a
drinking
while.
soda.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should.
once in a while, but think of it as having a bowl of sugar,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much. It's very
Yeah.
bad for you.
Oh goodness. Well, how's your week, Eli?
Good, good. Summer is ending. Life is evening out. Finally,
Yeah.
finally, finally. The last days of summer. It was a long weekend this weekend, so some people are in town, so I got to see some more friends, and it was still busy, but things are cooling down. I was at least in town this weekend instead
Good.
of in a different town.
Good.
So yeah, things are
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for the fall and the winter time. I love being a hermit. I love seclusion.
I just love having layers.
Yeah.
Like a shirt, like go to the gym, you got a tank, a pump cover, and a hoodie.
Yeah.
Best.
And winter time's the
Love
only
that.
time I can appreciate being warm. It's nice to be inside when it's warm and it's cold outside.
Over.
Otherwise, I like to be
Yes.
cold for the rest of the year. So,
What's your favorite season?
fall and spring, definitely.
That's fair. Yeah.
Although now that I don't have school, so I don't have to drive across town and walk 5 minutes in negative 40 Celsius. Wintertime might become one of my favorite seasons, maybe my favorite. If I get to live the hermit life, winter's awesome. Because I love
True.
staying inside, and it's just so
That's
less
true.
busy.
Just play video games, paint minis, go to the gym,
Yeah.
play Warhammer. That sounds kind of awesome, actually.
Fall is really nice though because it's less busy, the temperature's mild, and the holidays are low commitment. It's like Thanksgiving. So
Yeah,
and
holidays are just
Halloween, and I
not
don't even like
eating.
Halloween that much. So it's just
Yeah,
Thanksgiving. It's awesome.
I think that whole season, fall into winter, if you are more of an introvert, I think it's the season, right? Because you get to eat, you get to stay inside, you get to be cozy.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah, I'm a fake cell. I'm a fake introvert. I say I like seclusion, but I spend like every other day hanging out with in different friend
With
groups. And
people.
yeah,
You do have very social lifestyle. Maybe you are. Do you get energy from it, or do you get energy from like being alone and doing your own thing?
both. I have no energy when I'm at family events, but I have lots of energy when I'm with friends. So I guess it just depends.
It's your depend. Yeah, maybe you're a true hybrid,
I guess so.
half extrovert, half introvert.
I guess so. Yeah. Anyways,
Um,
anyways, how is the hobby going?
Dude, hobby is actually pretty great. I didn't paint anything this week, but I actually did get two games in, and they were both
Nice.
quite different. So the first one, which was the more recent one, I played a game of Old World. Second game with my 1,000 points of Vampire Counts.
Nice.
And last time we talked about the game I had with Chuck, and he was high elves, and he was nice to me and didn't bring anything super crazy. He's like, "Yeah, I'll bring a softer list and we'll play it out." And I won that game. Yeah, that's my friend Tom there who did not bring a soft list. He just brought the 1,000 points that he had, which are his smash in the face, kick your teeth in, rip your throat out corn list.
Wow. I like his
It's
big
a really
thing, whatever that is. Is that even an official mod?
it is an official model. I don't remember the name of it, but it's the corn big monster.
Dang.
There's like a Zinch
feel like I've
and a
never
corn
seen
version in the same kit. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's just
Is
a
it-
combat beast, right?
Is it the Vortex Beast kit?
It is the Vortex Mix kit, but it's the other,
Okay,
the
I
other
guess I'm not used to
beast.
the paint job. Maybe. It's cool. It's cool. Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, you got
Yeah, so his
back
list
to him?
his list was super simple. He had his general on a chariot that's like ridiculously tanky.
Yeah.
I think he gets him eventually to 3 plus, 5 plus, 5 plus,
Wow.
and with a toughness 6.
5 plus
and
5
like
plus feel no pain.
yes,
Okay.
yes, because you can have ward and regeneration in this.
Oh, it's
game.
regeneration.
then-
Okay.
And I think he starts with toughness 5, but then because of the Eye of the Gods, you can get to toughness 6 pretty quickly.
Jeez.
So eventually, and toughness 6 is like dragon toughness.
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy.
And I think he is 4 or 5 wounds, something like that. So it's like honestly, it doesn't have that much punch, but it's as hard to kill as a dragon.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. Pretty cool. For 1,000 points, he's very, very
It seems
tanky.
pretty like a pretty greasy 1,000 points, definitely.
Yeah, well, it's really matchup heavy, right? So he has no magic, he has no anti-magic. So if you have a magic heavy like a level 4 on your list, you'll get all your spells off.
And I imagine if you have like kiting and range stuff, it's all
Yeah, if you have kiting things,
instinct.
if you have range, cannons, right? If you have cannons and screeners, you could take care of this army pretty quickly. Because those marauders, they do actually pack a decent punch,
Yeah, but
but they're super easy to kill, right? I think they're 5 up, 6 up. So nothing crazy. And the monster is actually not that tough to kill either. But, and then he has the dogs on the bottom. Those are not my dogs, those are Chaos Hounds.
that's unfortunate. Yeah, this
Yeah,
that
yeah.
picture with the dogs, I can tell this maybe didn't go so well.
No, I lost the game pretty badly. To be fair, I think I could have played better and smarter. I could have played better on the flanks and maybe squeezed out a closer loss. I don't know a scenario in which I would win this game with my current list.
Yep.
But honestly, even losing, I really, really enjoyed it because my vampire counts play as the vampire counts should, in my mind. Because I really like the big anvil of my army. They use the unit of the guard unit. I don't remember the name now. I've never lost the unit because he kept killing them. I kept bringing them back, kept killing them, bringing them back, but everything else died for the most part.
I see.
Yeah, very fun game though. Very fun game, and there's been since then. Every night I'll spend a few minutes looking at all the other units and seeing how I can tweak this army.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was a fun game. Then earlier in the week I played a game of Kill Team
Oh, nice.
with my Orc Commandos,
Very cool.
Purple Orc Commandos. Super fun. So Kill Team has a mode where you can play against the game, and we played that.
Cool.
So I actually allied with my friend Luke there, and he played his Alpha Legion. That's what he had. His Alpha Legion Space Marines, and we played against the game, which our friend Bobby was playing as the game master, even though you don't need him to do that, but he just took care of that.
Nice.
So very, very fun mode. It obviously kind of feels similar to Zombicide almost. The rules are obviously very different, but you kind of play against an unending horde of enemies, and you have an objective. And our objective was to control the objective at the center and to kill his leader.
Cool.
Yeah, very fun game. We're just learning, so next time we're actually going to scale it a little bit harder because it did feel a little bit easier, but we're just learning all the rules. So next time we're going to play, we're probably going to give him, honestly, like 70% more models,
Dang.
and then actually would be quite challenging.
Well, very
But
cool.
the highlight of that game was my knob boss of my commandos actually killing his general. That was pretty fun.
Nice. That sounds fun. Like an RPG game mode.
It was super fun. Yeah, and I love Zombicide style games where you play with your team against the game.
Yep.
And especially when the stakes are high, it was pretty fun. And there's a picture of us playing at night. It got dark pretty quickly, so we had to use our flashlights on our phone.
Nice.
And there's a picture of the barn, and there are people playing in the barn. They actually were playing Napoleonics, and we were playing outside.
Huh. You guys got such a sick gaming club. Unbelievable.
I'm super lucky. Shout out to Barn Owls, our gaming club. I mean, any game you want to play, it's probably there, right? So there's Napoleonics. There is um, Pulp Action, which is a like a pulpy,
I remember
almost
you guys
science
talking
fiction
about that one.
game.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
tried to
obviously all
find
that.
I tried to find that game and I could not find it on the internet. Like
Yeah,
because I have a
I don't
friend who
know.
would love that game.
I'll ask what it is and I'll send you the link. But obviously all the Warhammer games, all the old school Warhammer games like Mordheim and Necromunda are being played there. So pretty much any game you can just ask and you can get a game of it there. So it's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Nice.
Really love our club. And that's most of my hobby. I guess the last thing I did is I did finish reading Elf Slayer.
Yeah, I saw that. Is
Very
it? Very good.
what is it?
I like the picture on it. It's a cool
Yeah,
cover.
it's a cool art. Don't zoom in too much on Felix's face. In the whole book,
Oh,
like so far,
Google.
the last two books are like saying, "Oh, Felix is looking 10 years younger than he should because he's like 40 years old at this point." We're 10 books in,
Yep.
and we're saying he is 10 years younger than he should, and it's because of the axe. It's not really a spoiler. It doesn't affect the story at all, but because of Gottschalk's magical axe, he's like staying youthful and doesn't age
Interesting.
as much, and it doesn't affect anything in the story. So it's not spoiler, but not really a spoiler. But if you look at the art on that
It's
image and
looking
you zoom in
old.
on his picture, he looks like a 70-year-old man. It's so rough, but very very cool story. I'm really enjoying Nathan Long. I know I mentioned to you earlier on I was a little bit nervous about changing authors. However, now I'm a Nathan Long fan. He's great. So I finished reading this book. I think last time we talked about Gottschalk and Felix, I told you I was on book 8. I lied. That was book 9.
Wow.
And now, sorry, no, that was book 10. And now started reading book 11, The Shaman Slayer.
Freaking zooming through these. What the heck?
Dude, they're so good.
I read for a
It's,
living
it's
and I don't read this fast.
Dude, they are like if I have a day where I don't have to do anything, I'll literally read like half a book. It's because it's honestly it's hard to stop reading those books so far.
Yeah.
It feels like you're watching a show. That's how good it is.
Yeah.
Like you want to stop and it's the end of the chapter, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna finish chapter and stop. But every chapter ends on a cliffhanger where you want to continue reading.
Dang.
And they do the same thing with books. Like a book will end, but they'll give you a hint what's happening in the next book, and you're like, oh, dang it. Well, all right, fine. I have the next book here, so I'll start reading it.
Nice.
But yeah, so far it's if somebody asks me for one series that's so far has been super consistent and enjoyable to read, I will recommend Gottschalk and Felix every time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, very good.
Yeah, man. How about you? You got I see a pretty darn cool picture of some orcs there.
Yeah, that's Urks to you, pal. But yes,
Orcs, sure. Or
I played Lord of the Rings, and we were filming a battle report. It'll be the second
That's
one to go
awesome,
on the
dude.
channel. The first one's not done, but the first one's 40K. The second one here is Lord of the Rings. I won't spoil too much. It was Isengard versus Rohan.
Sure.
It was a fun battle. I will spoil that my ballista actually did something.
Good. I was
just
wondering,
awesome.
dude.
I mean, like, did it do as much as like the 10 guys I could have instead of it? Not even
Sure.
remotely, but it
Sure.
still did something, and they sure look cool. I'm so
Yeah,
glad
it
I
looks
bought this
cool.
army. It was quite expensive. There's a lot more than just in this picture, obviously, but
Sure.
we bought it like mainly for the channel, so I'll get reimbursed like half the money I spent, which is nice. But I'm really glad I bought it. It sure is pretty, and it looks really cool. My Isengard Shaman was awesome. He was an MVP.
Right.
I'm so glad about his performance. A lot of fun.
Awesome, dude.
Just a overall good game. Yeah, I won't
Excited
spoil
to see it,
anymore, I
dude.
guess.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
The ballista, I'm guessing the ballista would do better if you had like a big monster. you're
Yeah,
fighting.
generally, because it one-shots artillery, one-shots monsters in Lord of the Rings, which can be crushing. One time, I used to have some like recast Gundabad monster armies. I played them twice. The first time was against Bjornings, so like bears, and they
Cool.
got obliterated, unsurprisingly. And the second time I brought them, it was in a 2v2. Me and my friend brought the monsters, and my friend and his friend brought double catapult list it was like 4 catapults, and unsurprisingly, all my monsters died immediately. And I just gave the stupid army to my buddy. It's like, I don't want to freaking do it.
Hilarious.
It was a recast army, so it cost me barely anything. I just like, yeah. Artillery can be okay sometimes. Other than that, though, didn't do a lot more for hobby, unfortunately. But I did play more Hearts of Iron, of course, because this game is unbelievably addictive, and I can just have it running in the background while I do my work.
Sure.
But in my recent playthrough, I was like 80% of the way through China when China decided to join the Axis for some reason. And then China called, even though I was buddies with Italy and Germany, but then China called Germany to their help. And I was all of a sudden at war with Germany. Hitler and Mussolini turned on their freaking day one, apparently, just like nothing. So that was annoying. So I had to send a bunch of under-equipped troops to Moscow to try to save Russia, which didn't work. So Germany, of course.
So weird, dude.
Germany, of course, took over Russia. I got like lend leases from all the allies. They were all my buddies. And then I proceeded to fight Germany and Russia for like 10 hours of gameplay. And it was just like a grinding battle. I was actually winning. And meanwhile, Winston Churchill is just like twiddling his thumbs in the UK doing absolutely nothing. And I'm fighting literally hundreds of Axis divisions in Russia by myself. Like Spain and Croatia and Yugoslavia and Germany are all there fighting me. Unbelievable. and then the US decides to join the Axis. And then I just like, it's over. I'll just like restart.
What?
It was unbelievable.
Wait, is the game trying to make you lose?
I don't know. I was like 19. It was getting close to like 1960 at this point. It was just getting weird. So.
Sure.
I don't know. In all my
US joining
playthroughs,
the Axis is not.
To be fair, I was boosting my party's popularity in the US so that they'd be friends with me, but that backfired, I guess, and made them friends with Germany instead because we have the same ideologies. So.
Oh wait.
I don't know. It was so the game is like, the game can be quite tilting.
So you lost in the end.
Yeah, I could have kept playing, but it's like, I didn't want to. I was doing okay. I was actually winning my naval engagements against the U.S. I was going band for band. I was like winning one, losing one. But I looked away from my computer for like 20 minutes and just let the game run. Because you draw a front line and an defensive line, and your generals just kind of go and do it all for you. But sometimes the game messes up, and if your front line gets attacked and you lose a tile, sometimes it doesn't push the front line around that tile, and so then you don't have a front line, and then troops will push through, and your armies won't compensate or try to stop them. So that happened in 2 spots in Russia. I think maybe just because the line was so big that the game just couldn't deal with it. So they pushed through and got a bunch of stuff, and it's like, I don't want to deal with this. This is just so annoying. The game is just messed up, and yeah, I was pretty grumpy because the game's supposed to just, not do that. It's just supposed to fix the line so that it keeps defending the places that they're pushing through on.
Sure.
But whatever. Sure. I'm still a noob. I have 70 hours in this game, and I'm still a noob. I still have no idea what I'm doing. But
you did pretty well for a while.
Yeah, I have promoted myself to normal difficulty. I'm not playing on easy anymore. I've been playing on normal lately, so.
There you go.
I also sit on my books a bit. There's an
I see that. Good.
All my
more things
codexes and stuff down there. It's full. Like I have no more room for it. I have to put my D&D stuff somewhere else.
Good.
Yeah, most of my novels are on my phone, or just like on PDF, because it's way easier to work that way. Because I can just bookmark stuff on my phone and like copy paste stuff. So that's a lot easier. But I
should get some posters or something on the walls.
I know. I need more. I need more stuff. I need a better
flags.
Display. Yeah. Yeah. That's hobby and stuff. Should we get into some? All right. You had like one more picture over here.
Actually. Yeah, a couple more. So there is on the left the stairs that lead to where I teach, and that's been the only cardio I've been doing.
Well.
And I started a new program, Working Out Well. So it's a five days a week with a 6-day optional. I just started this week, and there's the picture of me flexing, looking jacked.
Nice.
And the program is legs, upper push, upper pull, legs, upper full body, and then optional arms and abs.
Cool.
So pretty fun program. Pretty good, actually, pretty balanced. And yeah, I've been enjoying quite a lot. Just did a pull day today.
Nice. Looking pretty jacked in the picture. So.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's lighting in a pump. That was a push day, so shoulders are filled with blood. How about you? What are you doing right now? With I know you had to take a maintenance break for a while, right?
Yep.
Are you back to cutting or maintaining now?
Yep. Diet is finally back to normal. So things are going good again. Just gonna slowly
Good.
cut down.
Good. What's your goal? How long are you gonna keep cutting?
I don't know
Until you don't want
it's
to
time
anymore?
stop. Yeah.
Fair enough.
At least probably like 10 more pounds if I had to guess. So
Fair enough. Very good.
yeah.
Awesome. But yeah, let's if you don't have anything else, let's jump into our questions.
Yes.
Okay. I don't have them organized or in order, so we're just gonna go for it.
All right.
See what we got. All right. Bezantamite asks best chain and power melee weapon, not lore-wise, aesthetic, and personal opinions.
Interesting. I like power walls a lot.
Power miles. It's pretty cool.
Or power axes. I mean, they're all pretty cool to be honest, but
I like chain axe because aesthetically it just looks awesome. It makes no sense, right? That would you have something that's supposed to like cut through
Pierce
armor,
yeah.
right? Pierce armor, but then you have a chain attached next to it, so it makes sense that Korn uses it. But yeah, I just love the aesthetics of it.
I love the
but
chain
yeah,
maces, definitely, and I mean power mace, and I love the chain
Power mace, okay.
like eviscerators, like the big giant chainsaws, like the one Gabriel Seth has, like the two-handed greatsword type.
That
chain
is
stuff.
pretty cool. Two-handed great chain sword sounds pretty awesome. That is pretty cool. I do like that too.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We got a actual fitness question. So Lord Waffle Stomp is asking best workouts for dads. Older, don't have much time. So how can we build muscle and keep cardio fit when the priorities list is huge? So basically, you have no time to work out. You're a dad. You're maybe older. What is our advice to stay fit?
I would say adjustable dumbbells and an adjustable bench
Dude,
to do it at
that's
home.
such good advice. And I would honestly either commit to like 2 proper workouts a week, maybe 45 minutes, or do like 4, 5, 10, 15-minute sessions. And focus on compound movements with adjustable dumbbells and a bench. You can do it at home. You need almost no space. Like literally behind me, I have maybe 4 feet of space. That's all you need. And then just do, I don't know what's the movements. You can do
Do some dumbbell squats, some chest press,
dumbbell squats,
and-
lunges,
yeah.
foot squats, rows,
Yep.
right? I mean, you can get such a good workout, especially if you have, it's going to cost you probably $1,000 total to get heavy enough adjustable dumbbells and adjustable bench, but that's going to last you forever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's really, really good advice.
Yeah, and I mean, depending on where you are, that's about 2 to 3 years of a gym membership. So that would actually pay itself off if that's all you want to
Oh.
do. So
I've had adjustable dumbbells on the bench for probably 6, 7 years now,
Yeah.
and I still use them. They still work.
yeah,
So invest in it. Actually, I had a client recently get used adjustable dumbbells for only like $400 that
Yeah,
go
you
up to
could
80
totally
pounds.
Find them. So
So you could totally look for it. And same thing with adjustable benches.
yeah,
Yeah. And as far as cardio, just play with your kids.
yeah, just go on walks too. Like
Yeah. Just do active things with your family because then you don't have to try. Because cardio can be so time intensive to actually go for a run. Just play with your kids,
yep,
right?
Yeah.
And if you want to be cardio fit and be efficient with time, maybe do HIIT training. But I personally wouldn't do it. I would just like play with your kids.
yeah.
Do fun activities that are cardiovascular. Yeah. Anything else you would add to that?
Nope, not really. Home gym might actually. I really just thought about it now, but a home gym might actually be the biggest, or having kids might actually be the biggest reason why I'd want a home gym, so that I'm home
Yeah.
more often.
And it's, I mean, if $1,000 sounds too expensive, then look into resistance bands, right? You can literally get everything you need for resistance bands. And we actually talked about this last podcast
Yeah.
about how to build a home gym in different levels. Resistance bands are going to cost you, I don't know, $60, $70. Also going to last for a super long time. And you can get a great workout with those.
Yep. Easy peasy.
So, all right. Rob Sigurd asks,
Shout out.
he says, I just had a comment on my YouTube gym mix. Shout out to your gym mix. If only we were as dedicated to the gym as Space Marines are to the Emperor. Made me wonder, what's the best way you guys have found to get on that mindset, discipline, and push yourselves every day? Basically, how to stay consistent with the working out. What's the motivation? How to do that?
I mean, I guess it's just habitual at this point. It doesn't feel right if I don't go to the gym. But, I don't know. I just love it. I guess that's why I like to go.
Yeah.
And then having a goal is what really pushes me to diet and stuff. Because if I'm not like, if I don't have a big reason to diet, it's really hard to diet other than just like staying generally healthy. But if I have a show coming up or if I have a big goal or something, like I want to make a video or something, I don't know, then dieting's pretty easy. But a goal is always like the number one thing. So
goals are super helpful, right? Goals are super helpful. I will say find a way in which exercise and working out improves your quality of life. And this will most likely keep you going forever, right? Because if you notice that, like, man, my back pain is gone, my mental health is much better, my energy and desire to enjoy life is much better, you'll keep going, right?
yeah,
And then maybe even things like, hey, I look more muscular. I'm more confident in how you look, in how I look. I'm more confident when I talk to others. Whatever that reason for you, if something improves your quality of life, you're probably going to do it forever. If it's just, hey, I want six-pack abs, and that has not affected your life in any way, you're probably not going to keep doing that.
yeah. You'll get six-pack abs, and then it'll probably nothing else.
Right.
They'll probably be gone in a month.
Right. So find reasons that are actually going to help you stick to it.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever it is, aesthetics could be that reason, right? Like, hey, I just really love. Like, I have a friend like that who is actually a trainer. He's like, I just love how it makes me look, and that's his main reason. And if that's going to keep you going forever, that can be a reason. But just make sure that reason actually improves your quality of life.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I Can't Read asks, do you have experience programming workouts for combat sports? And I personally have very little experience. I had a couple clients. The one most recently was a kickboxer, amateur kickboxer, who actually did go to European championships and all that whatnot. But the biggest thing I will say, when trainers who are into gym style training work with anybody who has a sport of any kind, what I say is, show me what you do for your sport, right? What your coach is asking you to do for your sport, and then how much extra can you do? And then we determine how much extra can they do without affecting their sport negatively, and we make the most out of it.
Yeah.
Right? What you shouldn't do is do a gym program and a sport program, right? So what we did he was a kickboxer, so we just did very minimal leg exercise, leg work, because he was doing a ton of body weight leg work and kicks and all that. We did a good amount of upper body work and really focused a lot more on like nutrition and sleep and stress management. So be aware of if your goal is to get better at sport, that is the most important priority for you for training. And then anything you do with resistance training is to benefit that.
Yep, I agree. Combat sports, there's honestly very little room to do any weightlifting. That's just the
depends how much you're
reality.
training.
If it's casual, then yeah. If you're only doing it twice a week, then you can probably work out 3 other times a week and do pretty regular workouts. But if you're doing kickboxing and jiu-jitsu and stuff 4 or 5 times a week, then unfortunately you're not really gonna be able to lift much because that's a full body, extremely taxing thing to do.
Yeah. And you have to have a kind of priorities, because sometimes I will get somebody whose combat sport is more of a hobby. And I'm like, well, what's your goal? Is your goal to get better at that combat sport? Or is your goal to like, hey, I want to get somewhat better at combat sport, but I also want to get a better physique? Well, we can do both.
Yeah.
But you can't do you're not going to be best at one or the other either if you do both.
Yeah. Or if you're playing like soccer or something, if you're playing soccer 5 days a week and you're doing cardio every day, like the room for weight training is so minimal, and it's just going to be probably general like full body dumbbell type stuff, like nothing extremely taxing, kind of just staying toned, as one might say. So
the time to do it might be off season. If you have off season time to like, hey, I just want to focus on changing my composition. that's probably the time to do it.
Yeah.
But in season, yeah, very, very hard.
Yeah. If you're not a professional, a healthy balance is always recommended. Play your soccer 2 times a week, do some like regular cardio 2 times a week, and then do like 3 days a week of weight training, and that'll all kind of fit together. If you're not doing high intensity cardio stuff all the time, then yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But just recognize that like you got to set priorities. Just think of how much total volume you can handle per week, right, without affecting your health negatively, and then split it up.
Yeah.
And if your goal is to get better at this sport, but it probably should be 100% that sport.
Yeah. And it's like it's going to be hard to have time to also be going hard on a sport and also weight training, and then you need to be eating so much food, and you need to be recovering, so most of your time's is just gonna be like lounging around doing nothing trying to recover anyways. So it's really not sustainable. It's not a sustainable thing, unfortunately.
Right. But if you want to take the 100% and split it up, 60% sport, 40% bodybuilding, resistance training, you can do that. Just keep that in mind.
Definitely.
All right. Gang Ultra is asking, have you ever considered trying 6th edition Warhammer Fantasy?
Bro loves 6th edition.
Have you played 6th edition?
I have not. I really want to. Gang Ultra,
Me too, dude.
his propaganda is working. He's up in my DMs sending me stuff. So
Really?
And I got a bunch of
That's
6th edition army books, which
Dude.
we saw last week, I guess. So I really
I've
like
heard
to
this
play it.
is the edition to play if you're going to play, like choose from all the fantasy and old world rules.
Yep.
This is apparently the edition to play.
Yep.
Problem is, not that many people are playing it.
Yeah.
Like we have so many fantasy hardcore nerds who've definitely played it in the past, but they just don't play it right now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I would love to play it,
Yep.
but the access to it, I think there's like pocket clubs here and there, but unless you're there, it's hard to start.
Yeah. I gifted my friend the Empire army books that I got from that bookstore. So
That's cool.
I'm slowly, and like last year for his birthday, I got him some Empire stuff. So I'm slowly maneuvering him into playing Warhammer Fantasy with me.
Yes.
So would, if we played, we probably would try 6th edition. Because he's the guy I play Old Hammer with most of the time. So.
Yeah. I mean, and the rules are similar enough that I think you could transition from most fantasy settings.
Yeah.
Like going from 8th edition fantasy to old world wasn't that hard. Right.
Yep.
So like if you play 6th edition, you could probably pick up old world pretty quickly.
Yeah. The 6th edition rules are really cool. Like, it looks almost hard to make a list because the vampire counts alone, like, there's like 10 upgrades you can give to your guy before you start considering magic weapons, and like
I love that.
there's like a list of 50 upgrades depending on like your bloodline and stuff, and it's very cool. It's very cool.
That's cool. So it's hero heavy then?
Maybe. I'm not sure. You can make your heroes really unique at the very least. So
That's cool. I love that. I love that a lot. All right, Gang Ultra also asks, without being overly neutral, is Old World or AOS a better game?
I haven't even played Old World, and I know it's Old World. So
Yeah. No, I've played both, and I was AOS day one, right? Jumped on it. I think it's a great game, by the way. I still think it's a great game. Old World is better.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
The setting is cooler. It's not trying to be sci-fi fantasy.
Yeah.
Right? It's just classic fantasy.
AOS isn't really Warhammer in my mind. It's a Games Workshop game, but it's not Warhammer.
Sure. Yeah, it's different. I'm not a hater. I'm not an AOS hater.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not a hater either. I love the models for it, and it looks really cool.
Models are good. Lore is getting better. Some books are okay, and it continues the story of Old World at least.
Yeah.
But if I have a choice to play Old World or AOS for the foreseeable future, it's going to be Old World.
Yep.
AOS was really cool. Honestly, I talked it with Chuck Strengthhammer all the time. AOS rule set was so cool, like 2nd edition, because there were like very little secondaries. It was mostly objective based. Objective made sense, and it's like who can control this. And now it's gotten a little bloated to actually enjoy.
Interesting. I just don't really like the aesthetic, to be honest. I like the models. I like a lot of the models. It has its own unique aesthetic, I guess. I just don't like it that much personally. I guess maybe that's not the right word. It's not my preference. It's not Warhammer. Like I said, it's not a Warhammer aesthetic. It's just kind of it's sci-fi fantasy, very kind of cartoony, generic. But then it also has like the cruel boys or whatever, which is like a kind of contradiction to the aesthetic in my opinion. It's kind of awkward. Yeah,
they tried to make it more PG. It felt like like a PG, but now they're trying to make it more grim dark.
Yeah.
And I wish they did make it more grim dark. Like I wish it was heavy and hard,
Yeah.
but it does read more like young adult
Yeah.
setting instead of like
Definitely.
a darker grim dark
It's
setting. So hopefully,
Primarisified, kind of.
right. So hopefully they push back into the grim dark setting
Yeah.
because I think Warhammer should be grim dark.
Yeah.
But
I think they are actually trying harder in 40K now to do that as well. I was just thinking
good.
about it like today, what my favorite models are. Like yesterday, my favorite models. I have like one model from 8th edition onwards that I would put in my favorite models. But recently, with like Space Wolves release, some of the Black Templars as well, the Eldar, they're kind of getting back into their groove of understanding how to make models and how to make unique models. Like the Space Wolves,
Good.
especially, are pretty cool and Warhammer looking, right? But then half of the Primaris line just looks ridiculous, in my opinion.
Very generic.
It's not even. It's not even like comical, like satire. 40K over the top. It's just like so boring and lame to me. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not trying to hate. I don't really know how people like Primaris personally, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah, they're, I don't know. It's to each their own, right? To each their own. And a lot of people, like, even with AOS, a lot of people really enjoy AOS.
Yeah.
I have good friends who, even with Old World coming back out, they still enjoy AOS more.
Mm.
So, the cool thing about Warhammer is that a lot of games you can enjoy. The unfortunate thing with AOS is sometimes the AOS team prevents cool releases with Old World team. So stop butting heads.
Yeah.
If you are one of 200 listeners to this episode,
Yeah.
stop butting heads and release, support both AOS and Old World.
Yeah. They're two different companies, which is the problem.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Like the fact that you can't use the same models for both is so frustrating and it's so limiting. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. You'll sell more. Like, just give us both a circle kit, no, a round base and a square base, and you're done. Like, you will literally sell more. What are you doing?
I know.
Anyway, moving on. Lord of Misrule asks, what Blood Bowl teams would you guys play? That's a great question. I have heard so many good things about Blood Bowl.
I'd love to try
And
it
Blood
sometime.
Bowl works because it is meant to be comical, right? It's like in this world where you have a god of Blood Bowl, and to I don't even know the lore, but you have to, like, this is how nations fight,
Yeah.
is for sport, which is hilarious. It's awesome, right? So I looked at the teams today, and I gotta say, I think I would pick Skaven. I think their team looks really cool, but on the caveat that I get their Red Ogre star player. Because that Red Ogre, not the regular Red Ogre, but the Red Ogre star player is Chef's Kiss model. He just looks so great.
Nice.
How about you?
Dark Elves. I like Dark Elves.
Okay.
What can I say?
Okay.
And,
They're cool.
I think they'd be fun to play. I would like to try Blood Bowl, definitely. I remember playing the online version when I was
Yes.
younger, but
And-
only a few times. I wasn't very good at it. I couldn't really figure it out. My friends were trying it. I played the Tomb Kings
Sure.
army or whatever team. Sorry, but yeah, I think Dark Elves. I like the look of the Dark Elf team, and I just like Dark
Yeah,
Elves.
I remember playing the video game. It was so fun. I was a kid, so I didn't know what I was doing either. But I remember playing halflings, and they would get the tree man in there. It was super fun.
Yeah. Gnomes look silly as well.
Gnomes are odd, man. I'm not sure about. I guess if you can release gnomes anywhere, it would be Blood Bowl. But like, gnomes were never part of the lore.
I know.
In
It's very weird.
fantasy. So it's really,
Yeah.
like, I feel like, stick to the lore. They did just release new Tomb Kings, or announced Tomb Kings versus Bretonnia
Nice.
for the Blood Bowl, which is pretty cool.
Insane.
Okay, well, this question's for you. I don't play the game, but Corn_Flakes, which is hilarious. Corn is spelled KHORNE. Asks 11th Ed hopes and fears.
Hopes that it's a completely new game and will never be like 10th edition ever again.
Sure.
Fears is that it'll basically just be 10th edition and they won't get any better. I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice if they changed the missions. It'd be nice if they fixed terrain to make it actually fun and cool again.
Sure.
It'd be nice if they added weapon skill and ballistic skill values again.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Not that I expect that. They need to add war gear costs. Free war gear was so ridiculous and stupid. They need to let Tau battle suits choose their war gear now instead of having 3 types of battle suits that lock you in. It's literally like half the point of playing the army.
Sure.
I don't know. The game sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I like 10th
I
edition
haven't
sucks.
played it, so I don't have any opinion.
I still play it. I play it probably
Yeah.
like a couple times a month.
Okay.
It's fine.
You still
It's
you
kind
enjoy
of,
it.
it's fun because I'm playing with friends. But like,
Sure.
I literally 10 out of 10 times I would choose to play any other edition over 10th edition. It's definitely, I think it's the worst
That's
edition
rough.
of 40k.
That's rough.
Probably even worse than 8th edition, and I really hated 8th edition.
You've heard it here. It's the worst edition of 40k. Dude, I was organizing my armies downstairs, and I was looking at my orcs, the orc army I have for 40k, and I'm like, man, I really want to play them, but I don't know if anybody wants to play 10th edition.
Also,
Ah,
all units
hopefully.
being usable would be nice.
Sure. Well, that's a problem with any game ever.
Yeah.
You'll have units that just suck.
Yeah, but even in the old editions, if your unit sucked, you could still make it work.
Sure.
It feels like in this edition, some units are like so laughably bad that taking them is just a complete hamstring, and they will never perform or do anything in your games. So, like,
It's
I don't
rough.
know.
It should never be the case to be that bad, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's especially a problem with orcs. That's why I
Really?
thought of it.
Dang. You're
I
breaking
saw
my heart.
a funny video about a guy talking about it about orcs.
Dang.
So,
That's rough. Now, I might. I really do want to try 10th edition for myself at least once. So I'll play him at least. I do want to play at least one game to have an opinion. But yeah, 9th edition was pretty fun with orcs.
yeah, I liked 9th edition. 9th edition was great. Well, it wasn't great. It wasn't my favorite, but it was good. It was better
Sure.
than 8th. It was way better than 10th. But then they got rid of all the things that made 9th edition fun.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
mind
odd.
losing the freaking 40 stratagems that you have to learn. I'm okay with losing all
Sure,
those things.
sure.
We don't need
Sure.
stratagems at all, honestly.
Yeah.
So
It bloats the game.
it really
In my
does. And it
opinion.
made teaching the game way harder.
Sure, sure. It is frustrating when you have to teach the game over the course of like 5 games. You know, and you have to introduce one thing at a time because otherwise it's just too overwhelming.
The old editions were not actually that hard to learn. You just
Mm.
had to like look through your book all the time. And
Sure.
once you learned the basic mechanics, though, it was good enough. But
Sure,
I
sure.
don't know.
All right, let's cover a kind of a health question. So Obd is asking, what are the risks and benefits of taking creatine?
We talked about this in our supplement episode.
Yeah, listen to that. We're not answering your question.
I mean,
No, creatine is great. There's almost no risks unless you are like a child or an infant because there's not studies, or a pregnant woman because there's not a lot of studies on that, or if you have like stage 3 or 4 kidney disease. That's pretty much the only risks.
yeah.
Outside of that, Eli, you want to cover the benefits?
Increased muscle gain, increased strength, more creatine stores in your body, potential mental benefits, water in your muscles that make you look bigger. You know,
Yeah.
it's overall good.
We have so much research on it. We have literally over 10,000 research and studies. If you look at the source for medical literature, which is the ncbi.com or .org, one of those. Super research, super safe. Cognitive benefits, so mental benefits are typically at the dose of 10 to 20. The strength and muscle benefits are typically at a dose about 5 grams. And you got to take it daily. And you can load if you want, but you absolutely don't need to.
Yep.
And loading is just about taking 20 grams for about a week and then going back to 5 grams. But you don't need to do that if you don't want to.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, creatine is great. You should take it. And if somebody tells you you're going to lose your hair because of it, they're lying to you.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Well, actually, that's a really good follow-up. I did not screenshot who is asking it, but somebody in our Discord is asking how to start bulking building muscle at home when you don't have gym access or equipment.
Resistance
Get-
bands and body weight exercises.
Yeah.
Get equipment. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're just doing bodyweight push-ups and squats and crunches, you're pretty limited, right? You can only go so far. You'll get pretty strong at those. Get bands. Spend $40.
Yeah.
You can get so much done with bands. You can adjust the resistance by making it shorter, right? Grabbing it a little bit shorter. There's so much you can do with bands. The resistance profile is pretty similar to cables. It's different, but it's similar. It's not going to be the same as going to the gym, but it's going to be way better than body weight.
Yeah, and you could always go to a park and do calisthenics as well. That's
Yeah, if they have like a pull-up bar, dips,
Yep.
yeah, those things are
And
great.
there's been, at least in my city, the like outdoor communal exercise space things have been popping up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they have some. Most of the machines kind of suck, but it's something. So
Better than nothing. Yeah, I mean, I would. I remember in school, I would. We would have one of those things in our yard, and we would get like a guy, like just a middle-aged man, come there all the time. He would do like dips and pull-ups and push-ups and do all kind of like, heck yeah, like that works. That's better than zero.
yep.
Okay, Cornflakes again asks, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
uh, what's the
And the
what's the
only
guy say? The European or the African swallow?
the European or the African is the only correct response to that. All right. Oh, that's an interesting question. The God Emperor's New Groove is asking, what is better, 3 long sets a week or 3 short sets a week? And I'm guessing what he means is sessions, right? So 3 long sessions a week or 6 short sessions a week.
Oh.
I have an opinion on that, but what do you think, Eli?
I mean, it depends on your goals and how much time you have. 3 long sessions will net you more time overall than 6 short ones. It depends on your schedule, though. If you have 3 days where you have no workout versus 3 days where you have a workout, for someone like me, that would net me more time. I don't know. I would say 6 short sessions is going to be more beneficial than long ones.
Yeah.
Overall, though,
I agree.
I guess
Well,
I
I
should
would
give
say
reason, but
if the time is the same, right? So 6 short sessions allow you the same time total as 3 long sessions. 6 short sessions, in my opinion, are better because you are fresher going into each session.
yeah,
Like, because by the second half of that first session, if you saved it for day 2, you would have been fresher. However, 6 times a week going to the gym or working out is not realistic for most people.
yeah,
So that's actually a really good point, Eli, that if you only can make it to the gym 3 days a week and it's more convenient for you and more sustainable, way better. In a perfect world, 6 sessions is better.
yeah. I would recommend 4 to 5 medium sessions.
That's actually really good. Yeah, 4 medium sessions is great. You could do upper, lower, push, pull. That's great.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this question. You decide if you want to throw it out. So Grail Mike is asking, so why did Eli sacrifice his hairline for being jacked? And how has Alex got jacked while having a decent hairline?
Wow.
Is he built better? Does Eli just have a skill issue, or has it been something more chaotic? I will just say Eli is obviously abusing steroids, and that's why he's more jacked than me and doesn't have a hair. That's
Yep.
the reason.
Yep. Definitely. Mike is a longtime Lore Crimes regular, by the way.
Good.
So he's.
Good.
But yeah, the hairline is a consistent joke on Lore Crimes.
Good. I figured it was. I figured it was something that's not going to offend you too much, my friend.
If I did start doing steroids, my hair would probably fall out immediately. But I'm happy that it's still here. My hairline receded when I was like 16, but it actually stopped like a few years ago. It's just
Dude,
chilling.
If people weren't talking about the hairline, I wouldn't even pay attention to it, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to just be bald, not gonna lie. But
Dude.
my wife doesn't want that, so.
Sure. Dude, I was talking to somebody else at the gym, and if I ever go bald, which my dad is bald, by the way, like he has a big old thing right here, right? So if I ever go bald and it's bad, like it's spreading, and I have like a little pope thing, like a priests, or monks have, I'm just gonna take steroids at least one cycle.
Crazy.
Dude, because
Crazy.
probably by that time I'm gonna be like 40, right? So like if I and I don't care, right? If I lose hair, I'll take it for a year. You know, what are the negatives? I'm gonna lose a year of life. Okay, whatever, right? No, hormones are slightly messed up. I'll obviously do it in the proper route, do hormones and everything checked out. But like the biggest thing that with steroids is losing hair for me, and potentially the effects on your testes, right? Having lower ability to have kids.
Yep.
So by the time I'm balding, I'm probably already have kids, right?
Yep.
I probably I don't have hair, right? I lose a year of life, I'll be with Jesus sooner. No big deal, right?
Uh-huh.
So, well, I might try it a year, but for now, it's not worth the risk.
Yeah.
If I'm balding, maybe. You heard it here first.
Yeah, it is a skill issue, Mike. And I just I got them bad hair genetics.
Yeah. All right. The Lion Prince is asking Sanguinius versus Lion, who wins?
I mean, Sanguinius probably.
Yeah, of course, of
Not gonna
course.
lie.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's
He's
debating
kind
that
of the
question.
goat. He's kind of the goat. He's
Yeah.
dead.
Lion is
so.
cool. Lion's
Lion-
cool.
Lions top 5. Lions
Yeah.
top 5 1v1ers for sure.
Yeah, yeah, but Sanguinius.
Sanguinius is just really strong.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's do a couple more. So Mangy Minotaur 7 is asking, how can you tell when you've plateaued or just not doing enough?
Depends on what you're talking about, but just if you're not progressing for a probably medium amount of time, like if it's been like 2 or 3 weeks at the gym and nothing has changed, then
Yeah.
you got to change something probably.
Yeah, you got to change something. Going straight to I'm not doing enough volume is not the way to go. You actually might be doing too much volume and not recovering well,
Yeah.
right?
And this is more like if you're gaining, like if you're cutting, you're getting a plateau in the gym with your lifts.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Uh,
Yeah, this is at a minimum at maintenance, most likely at a lean bulk or any kind of surplus.
Yeah. Yep. And if you're cutting for weight, if the scale weight hasn't gone down in, I don't know, 2 weeks at most, then you're probably plateauing. I would say, like, if depends how much you weigh yourself. If you only weigh yourself once a week, you can't really gauge off of that.
Yeah.
Then
yeah,
you should be waiting 2 weeks. If you're weighing yourself every day, then if it's been a full week and your weight has not changed, then you probably still need to adjust stuff. But yeah, I recommend
with
weighing
weight-
yourself twice a week.
With weight, it's pretty easy because as long as the trend goes down,
Yeah.
big picture, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
With lifting, it can be a bit more difficult
Yeah.
because you might just have, look at factors like sleep, stress,
Yeah.
nutrition, and total volume.
Yeah.
Right? It's too much, too little.
If you have a really busy month and you're stressed and you're not sleeping enough, that whole month
Yeah.
you just might not progress, and you kind of just have to accept that and just wait until next month and do what you can for the time being.
Yeah, people don't think about stress and sleep enough. Like those are real. Like we even had a talk in the podcast before. If you're just stressed at the gym and you have all those other thoughts going on,
Yeah.
you're not gonna have the best workout.
Yep. It's true. And yeah, mindset is a lot. So
Yeah, and adding more volume is not always the answer. It's probably not the answer most of the time, by the way.
no.
Yeah, because if you're plateauing with the amount of volume you have right now, adding more volume is actually probably going to make you plateau harder.
Yeah, lowering the volume might actually be what you need. Like
Actually, true.
if you haven't progressed on your bench and you're doing 4x8, change it to 3x6 or like 3x3. Try some low
something
rep,
different.
heavy lifting stuff.
Just send a different stimulus, right?
Yeah.
Maybe do a different type of
dumbbell
bench,
bench,
right?
yeah.
Do incline, Smith, yeah. Good. All right. Lastly, we have a woman in the chat asking us, Scarlett. That sounded so sexist. Girls in the chat, please stay in the chat. You are very much welcome there.
We are afraid of women. We are
Despite all the autists in our Discord. All right. Any advice on lifting and meeting protein goals during church fasting seasons?
Oh,
It's a pretty interesting question because we do have a lot of
pretty based.
Christians in the chat.
Pretty based.
Very basic. question.
I mean, if you're fasting, you're not gonna hit your protein goal. That's just how it is. On the days that
It
you
depends
don't
what kind of fast.
yeah. On the days that you don't fast, yeah, have lots of protein. And then if you fast on Friday, just don't train on Friday. Don't train on Saturday either. Actually, just probably shouldn't train Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. But yeah, have a lot of protein on Thursday and Saturday. And carbs.
Yeah, if you're fasting, like true fasting, where you just don't eat, right? You only do water, sometimes coffee, then treat it like you would a cut, right? Don't do it for that reason. Hopefully you're doing it for spiritual reasons. But you just can't handle that much volume, right? So don't go to the gym, like Eli said, around those fasting days and scale down your volume. Maybe go for a walk, right? Go outside, but don't work out because you literally are so depleted, you can't.
Yeah.
Now, there's also another type of fasting, more like Catholic Church fasting, where they just don't eat meat or most animal muscle with occasional fish. And in that case, you're pretty much just following a vegetarian diet or vegan. I actually don't know if they're allowed eggs, but if you're allowed eggs, if you're allowed any animal protein, do that. So eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, protein powders. If not, and you literally cannot consume any animal protein, then you're pretty much on a vegan diet. And then you don't have to change anything about your lifting. Just make sure you're able to get to your protein goals, primarily through vegan protein powder. Pea protein isolate is pretty decent. Soy protein is very good. And then protein through other vegan options like beans and peas and lentils, which are okay.
Yeah, and if you can have it on a fast, I'm not really sure if you can. You can sip on amino acids throughout the day as well. I'm not sure if that counts or not.
You might have to get vegan amino acids if you truly can do any animal products.
Yeah. If you're for like a regular fast.
Oh yes.
If you can have coffee, I feel like you could have amino acids personally.
Yeah, and also you gotta remember why you're doing it, right? Like fasting is meant to bring you closer to spend more time with God, read your scripture, pray more, right? It's not meant to just deteriorate your health. So maybe you just fast from food, but you do like protein shakes, right?
Fasting's actually quite good for you as well. Maybe you should.
Fasting
everyone should fast
for mental health.
Everyone should fast for like 40 hours every once in a while just for autophagy. But
yeah, it's a really good idea.
It's really hard to fit in a bodybuilding or powerlifting lifestyle though, because it messes up your whole week for training.
It does, but it can improve or at least make you reflect on your relationship with food.
Yeah.
So, do recommend that for some people, not everybody. Like if you have any kind of eating disorder eating things in the past, currently not worth it because mindset can be very hard. But if you're a normal person, it's actually super helpful.
Yeah.
I think that's it, man. That's we actually covered pretty much all the questions that were asked today.
Good questions. Thanks, chat.
Yes, if you want to ask more questions, we have a podcast questions channel on our Discord. Shoot them. Don't worry about the question you shoot. If it's something inappropriate, we're just not going to cover it. But yeah, thank you for listening and thank you for all your questions.
Yeah.
Anything else to say, Eli, before we go?
Nope. Like and subscribe. Comment below. All that stuff. Check out the Nerd's Complete Guide to Nutrition and Fitness. Stole that from Alex just now. He was supposed to say that at the end.
Here, I'll close us out.
We might have shirts soon.
Might have shirts soon, yes. All right, so you can go to grimdarkgains.com for your 8-week Nerds Complete Guide to Nutrition and Fitness. For more Warhammer Fitness content, check out our Instagram, grim_dark_gains, where you can also find a link to our Discord. You can find Eli at Deadlift for the Dark Gods on Instagram and YouTube, and myself at _FitHammer on Instagram and FitHammer on YouTube. Thank you until next time. Stay Warhammer strong.
Love you. Goodbye.
Hey, buddy.